have to talk about Lewis Skelly, the youngest player now for England to score on his debut. How much would you have loved him at the Euros? What a revelation.
A fantastic player. And look, he's come in, and when you're that young, it's not always easy coming into the England senior team, but he's just suited right into the squad, and confident, on the ball, around the place. So, what a debut for him. So he should be very proud. Of course, he has a lot of hard work, and a lot of potential to get even better. But it's great to have him in the squad, and obviously really nice to see him score today. We're going to need everyone. We're going to need the squad to step up. Great debut from Dan, his first game again today. So delighted for him. And we just start rolling. It's a long way from now until the summer, but this is the first building block into the Tuchel era.
Exactly, the very first building block to the Tuchel era. Harry Kane scored many goals for England already. A superstar, doing very, very well at Bayern. Talking about Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly is a conversation now, and the reason why we keep talking about Lewis Skelly is because he's an amazing player that a lot of these pundits have failed to acknowledge. They care more about looking out for his mistakes than looking out for his prospects that he has. My curiosity brought me here, and apart from the fact that I saw a couple of videos on YouTube as well, people talking about Lewis Skelly left, right, and center, I decided to make this video to also talk about the things I have seen. And I'm going to be starting this conversation today, of course, on the basis of what, Harry Kane has said. Harry Kane says he has a lot of prospects, coming into the England team and trying to break in like that is a big deal. It's a big deal, no doubt about it. So, looking at personalities, media personalities like Jason Cundy, Jamie Carragher, these guys who always sit on their phones or on the screen to say a lot of nonsense. None of them have said anything about Lewis Skelly between yesterday and today. It is no news that Lewis Skelly is the youngest English footballer to play for the national team on a debut and score goal. It is an amazing record that not many people has. So that takes me to, of course, talking about, seeing this. This is on TalkSport's website. If you go to TalkSport's website, you will see this. And the headline reads, "Wind your neck in, Myles Lewis Skelly and Pops. Arsenal sent warning by Jamie Cundy over Erling Haaland's treatment." So what exactly happened with Erling Haaland's treatment? Is Erling Haaland's celebration the kind of celebration that nobody is allowed to do? Who is Erling Haaland, by the way? Why exactly do we make football from the fun it is to becoming more of a racist kind of thing? Where is this bias coming from? Nobody is talking about the fact that Erling Haaland first started this, by the way of say, he bullied Lewis Skelly. That is not the topic anybody wants to talk about. But people are keen on talking about Lewis Skelly's attitude because he's a young man that likes to stand up for himself, likes to do. So where is our young man standing for himself anthem? The thing we all say about, a young man's trying to stand up for himself, not letting anybody bully them. Because my video today also led me to, checking out TalkSport's YouTube channel. And basically what I can see on their YouTube channel is that they have not posted any positive thing about Lewis Skelly in the last 19-20 hours. No nice to the young man, he has scored a wonderful goal, for the first time on his debut for England, blah, 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 nothing like that. Jason Carragher's Twitter handle is silent because he doesn't want to talk about Lewis Skelly. No, congratulations to your family for doing amazingly well, for trying to for scoring goal on your debut, for making everybody proud. Nothing like that. But let us imagine for a moment Lewis Skelly picked up a red card in yesterday's match. Or perhaps Lewis Skelly, cost a penalty yesterday. Do you know what would have been in the media? Do you know how many conversations would have been here? Left, right, and center in the media space, talking about how silly the decision of picking Lewis Skelly is, how Thomas Tuchel, coming in as England manager, is trusting the national team on the weight of Lewis Skelly. Do you know the backlash that would have happened? Jamie Carragher would have done about 10 videos, about 15 podcasts, going here and there, talking about all of this, and I'm be tweeting here and there. So how did we get to this point? How did we get to this place where we are not even nice to our young players? A lot of hate tweets yesterday, because I actually made a video yesterday after the match ended. You know, you can check on my channel. I made a video yesterday. I talked about this issue as well. You don't really have to be an Arsenal fan. You don't need to. This is something that has the R word written on it. The same thing has happened to Sancho. It has happened to Rashford. It has happened to a couple of guys like that. But nobody's talking about Foden that is having a very, very bad season. Nobody's talking about Foden that is having a very, very bad season. Lewis Skelly is having an amazing season, but everybody keeps talking about the fault Lewis Skelly has made. So what happened to looking at the stats of the game and not looking at every other things that has to do with it? Just look at the stats, what the stat has provided for you. What the stat is saying is that Lewis Skelly is an amazing young player. He has he has a prospect, you know, and he's going to be one of England's finest at the end of the day. So do you really expect me to hate a young man that's playing for the English national team? So, you know, looking at that, I also came across, you know, this Rice video. Let me play that before I make a comment on it.
I'm lost for words, really. I'm just so grateful for the manager to put trust in me and to show the teammates. They played with me so much trust today, and I'm so happy. You know, I'm lost for words.
What about his?
By the way, yesterday Lewis Skelly also broke a record. He picked up the man of the match. You know, young player picking up the man of the match. His very, very debut match. You know, amazing performance. We cannot write this off. We have to say it. We have to praise it. We have to talk about it. But there is no way we can write it off. We cannot.
You know this guy, Declan, of course. Did you have any fear tonight for him when you heard he was going to start?
Not at all. I think that's one word you can use for him. He's fearless. He does everything right off the pitch. He prepares himself. He's only 18. I tried to look after him as best I can, but I knew he was going to play like that tonight because of the confidence he has in himself and the way he's trained all week and what I've seen at the club and how he is around the club. His mum, his dad, everyone, his brothers should be so proud of him because his rise this year has been unreal and he's kept his feet on the ground. So this is only the start. It's only the start for him. So he's got to keep going.
You know, you were the youngest scorer for England, apart from two players, Rooney and Owen.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. Yeah, I got nothing to say really. Just that's amazing.
So why is nobody talking about this? Where are all these people? Where is their heads? Where is Jason Cundy? Where is Jamie Carragher? Where is Troy? Where is all of these guys that are talking a whole lot of nonsense? A whole lot of nonsense. Because correct me if I'm wrong, I knew this conversation would have been a different thing if Myles Lewis Skelly picked up a red card or cost the penalty. The blame would not have only have even been Lewis Skelly's only. The blame would have even been partially Arteta's for probably enabling Lewis Skelly to make him feel like he's not what it is. They would have said that as well. They would have even talked about Thomas Tuchel, you know, trying to bring in players. He does not really know how they play. Players that are too young. What happened to this player? What happened to this player? Do you guys think I'm wrong? I really, really want to hear from you. You know, I just need to talk about this. I just need to talk about this conversation because it's quite painful. It's quite painful that we have left, you know, the most important conversations in football to things that are really, really irrelevant. Lewis Skelly's family should be happy right now from the reactions they are getting from everywhere, but it's a mixed feeling. Some are loving the young man, some are hating on the young man. What happened? Did he not play very well? He's not a footballer. So guys, I really, really want to hear from you guys. Remember, this is the social discourse on the Peace channel. You know, I really, really want to hear from you. It is important that you drop your comment and you know, also like, subscribe and share on my channel. So you can scan the QR code you are seeing on the screen right now to join the WhatsApp channel where I'm able to, you know, share my updates and sponsorship, a whole lot of other things like that on the channel. So you will not miss out of anything. So guys, until next time, this is the video for now. Please remember, just like I have said, to kindly subscribe to my channel, you know, drop your comments and also drop a like on the video. I'm going to see you guys in the next one and watch my previous videos, guys. Until next time, bye bye.